can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Hi there, Martin here from Jazz Beginner Guitar. I'm looking at the Beatles' All You Need Is Love today, from 1967. A song I've always wanted to do. I found it fascinating, that intro. La Marseillaise. I think I got that right. How to do that at the start was fantastic. A couple of people have uploaded stuff, so I've kind of worked from them, standing on the shoulders of giants, if you know what I mean. And I've just adapted it myself, and I've put a few things together. So it is a song that's been done by lots of people. I've done it my own way, I think, with a few changes. There's lots going on in this song. It's a great plectrum piece. I've chosen to use plectrum. I'm sure you can use a picking version. And what I'm going to do, I'm really just going to go through my song sheet and show you what I've learnt. If it helps you, fantastic. But as I say, just a little bit of info about it. It was released via a live performance. It was for a programme called Our World, and it was supposed to be representing Britain. I think it was a world thing. There were 33, sorry that's wrong, lots of countries taking part. Just looking at some bits here that I should read it really, shouldn't I, just to stop me flapping about. Yeah, so when they recorded this song, it was partly recorded for the programme as a single. Arguably the single already existed in John Lennon's catalogue of songs. It reached, on the TV performance, which you might be familiar with, 400 million viewers in 25 countries, so it was quite an affair. Haven't seen the likes of it for a long time, really, have we? It's about time some of the bands did that. That'd be a good thing to do, wouldn't it? Anyway, so let's party on and go and have a look at the song. Okay, so looking at the song, All You Need Is Love. Right, I'm going to follow the song sheet through, right from La Marseillaise, and we'll run through the chord structure. I'm not really going to do the solo. It's been done quite a few times online. You can see that on YouTube. So I'll just look at the chords. I'll kind of show you where it is, you know, what area, and you can figure it out by watching other YouTubers. Okay, so La Marseillaise. It starts down here. There's different ways of playing it. I'll show you a fairly basic one. It's basically the 3rd fret on the B string. You can play the full D chord if you want, so you get this, or you'll know your D chord by now, I hope. Open D. This is part of a D chord, shall we say, D sus2 to be precise. 2 on the G, and 2nd finger, or whichever fingers you want, on the 3rd on the B strum. Okay, so that's another version of just doing this. Okay, so once again, open E. Now you play what's really part of a G chord. I'm barring 3 on the B and the E, and 2nd finger is grabbing the 4 on the G string. If you want, you could add in your 3rd finger on the D string on the 5th, but I tend to just do this short version here. So come up to this position, which is on the 1st finger, E5, second finger goes up to G7, third finger to B7, part of a D chord, then up to 10 on E, second finger goes up to 12, and third finger goes to 12 on B. So first finger 10 E, 12 G, 12 B. That's again, it's a G chord, different voicing. Okay, and now what I do is kind of a bit of a blues thing. I go. Slide in if you want. Do this how you want. So it's 9 on the E, 8 on the B, so let's just go through it all together. Too many there. There's only one there. Then repeat this. So from here, then play 8 on the B on B again. Basically pivot. So play it. 8 on the B, go down to 7 on the E, back to 8 on B. Then go to 5 and play, sorry, yeah, you go to the 5th fret, play the G and the B together. So let's just check that. Yep. Then up to 7, same thing as what you've just done, but this time you add on your second finger, or third finger, whichever way you want to do it, onto 8. And then what I do is I play an open D, third finger goes to 10 on B, second finger goes to 9 on G. Okay, so you have this. And then you grab this G down here. It's quite a tricky thing to get this in. More than half the time I kind of miss out the last note. And then you get the song starts itself. So that's La Marseillaise. Now if you look at it carefully, like for example the last chord, this part, is an A chord really, it's for voicing there. So it's all based around chords. Okay, must move on. Okay, so the song for itself, this is where the love, love bit starts. Okay, so we have a G chord. I'm playing this G. I find it easy, to be honest, to hop around the other chords when I've got a lot more else to think about. The singing, I like this. My third finger stays in. So anyway, so G, let's have a look at the chords. You hopefully you know your G chord. Well, here it is anyway. It's first finger on A2, second finger on E3, third finger comes down here onto B3, and your pinky onto E3. I'd have a go at this, even if you're struggling and you're playing your basic G chord, something like this. Have a go at this structure, because when you move to the D, you'll see it's quite beneficial. So there's G, you drop down to the D, leave your third finger in place, like we've just done, then you add your first on G2, and then to make a D chord, you're adding your second onto E2, strumming the bottom 4 strings. And then finally you're going to hop up here to the E minor, which makes the E minor 7. First finger goes to A2, second finger goes to D2. Leave your third finger on. So you get this. Hope you're picking up this chord structure as well. Okay, that is the first half of the verse that we're doing. Now the second half of the verse goes to an A minor. This would be, if you were listening to the words, this is where, for example, in the first part he says that there's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. A minor here, nothing you can say. Okay, an A minor is first finger, a bit like a C chord really. First finger on B1, second finger on D2, third finger G2. Now in this song it's quite tricky. You can put these bits in or just stay on an A minor, but what happens is you've got this bass rundown that starts to happen. So basically it's running down from an A to a G, but you can do it here in this open position just about. It's quite tricky. So it's like this. Nothing you can say. So it's A minor with a G bass. There your pinky comes up and grabs 3 on E. Can you see that? There's nothing you can say. Then you switch to a D chord. I'm playing a full D chord down here, and with my thumb I'm grabbing the second fret on the E. Now I have seen people do it in a different way, which is like that. You can do it that way if you want, which is first finger on E2, second finger on G2, third finger on B3. This sounds like I'm reading out vitamin lists sometimes. It's really hard to say. So, but anyway, you got the gist. That's the G chord. You've got your B2, your G2. Take your calcium. Got liver oil. Which reminds me, I'll drink my tea before it goes cold. All you need is tea. Okay, so nothing you can say to a D chord. As I said, my thumb is over the top there, but you can learn how to play the game. Now here he picks the E. You'll see me doing my performance at the start. Pick the E. I do have to look down when I'm doing this. It's quite tricky. Strum the D again. Then you pick an open D. Strum. Then your second finger jumps up here, release me, and grabs the 3 on A, which is the C note. Strum. Okay, so just all together from the beginning. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Hope you got that. And then we have a little riff here, which is it's 2 on A, second finger walks up to 3 on A, open D, and they're kind of a repetition of the same type of riff but different notes. It's That's open D, 2 on D, open G. And then we're into the chorus. The chorus, can I just say, the verse repeats itself in 3 different occasions, so you can follow that chord structure, and the verse happens two times, and then I think actually about 4 or 5, it repeats itself quite a bit at the end. So anyway, here is the verse, the chorus chords. G, all you need is, finding the pitch as I'm talking, it's quite difficult. A, all you need is love. D, I've been through D and G. Now to make an A, you've got first finger on D2, G2, B2, bottom 5 strings. I'm doing a riff just to show you the variations you can use in between these chord bits. There's lots of little runs all through the song, which really does give it lots of little hooks everywhere. So this particular one I'm doing is I'm sliding in. It's that brass section that's playing it. So we can kind of follow that. It's D5, A3, sorry, A5, A3, 2 on A, 3 on A, open D. Hope you got that. So that's the first time I do it. You can repeat that the second time you want, but I'll just show you the variation, which is the second time I'm going to a D7. So you get this. Mistake, sorry. It's difficult hitting that now. The third time you, 1, 2, 3, yeah, the third time you'll launch into a B7 after the G. So B7's made up of first finger on D1, second finger on A2, third finger on G2, and you can just strum those. You're working on those 3 there. If you want to go for the full thing, put your pinky on E2. I don't tend to put in the E here, E bass. Tend to go from the 5th string down. To make your B7 with a B bass. So. E minor. You know, your E minor, your James Bond chord. Any finger you want, first finger, second finger. It's on A2, D2, all the strings. Love. And then, so. E minor. And then E minor 7. Just add on your 3rd pinky or 3rd finger. Sorry, onto B3. And then last line of the chorus is C. Love is D, all you G need. To make a C, it's a tricky chord, this one, if you're working on it. You can do bits of C. You can start with B1, three strings. Second finger, if you want to go for a bigger C, go to D2, you got 4 strings there. And if you want to put another big one, stretch over there with a 3rd finger onto A3. Avoid. You can do another C, but that's another story. So that'll do for now. So, all you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. G. Okay, so that's the chorus. The song is constructed of verse and choruses, really. If you look at the solo, you can't look at it, but I can. The solo chords are the same as the verse chords. Okay, I'm just reading off my notes. I was reading off the wrong notes, which was confusing me. I was thinking, what? Anyway, let's have a look. Correct myself here. Yeah, so the solo goes over the verse chords and the chorus. So it follows a verse and a chorus structure. And sorry, I'll say that again. The solo follows the verse chords and then it drops into a chorus. If you listen to the song, you'll hear that lovely George Harrison solo. I don't really want to do it, but if you want to have a go at it, it starts. That's the launch pad. It starts from here and it bends up around the 8th and 10th. Etc. Okay, so have a, like I say, have a look on YouTube and get the solo. That's a really nice solo there from George Harrison. That follows the verse chords. Then we have a chorus, and the chorus really takes the song out with an outro itself. So after the chorus, I say the chorus repeats 2 times. Then we have that famous bit where they're ad-libbing. If you've seen the video where they're ad-libbing, doing different songs on the outro. The outro is like this. It holds a G. Kind of just holds the G. Love is all you need, love is all you need. Love is all you need. That's really all I can show you. Just jam along with that on the G, and you can hear the bass, Paul McCartney's bass, doing little jumps and E to G all the way through the end. It's kind of a bit of a thing he does throughout the song, is little links in between chords, which makes it quite nice, and you can listen for them. Okay, so really that's all I can do on All You Need Is Love. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope that's helped you. A good song, good strummer, lots going on, some great chord sequence. So, see you again. Take care.